Saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
What? What's up, guys? Omni here. You guys know how it goes. Another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? So guys, Fresh and Fit is officially canceled. That's right. If you guys don't know, Fresh and Fit is a podcast with two guys who've basically been beefing with another channel, Abba and Preach. They talk about men's stuff, you know, how to get girls, how to make money. You know what I'm talking about. Behind the self-improvement tips that they give to men, which is usually just a lot of misogyny, recently they had got into a shebang bang with Abba and Preach. We talked about this and that video got demonetized, so I'm not going to show you what occurred, but basically they put on the mask, okay? The mask. I'm not talking Spider-Man, I'm talking about the white mask. They went on Rumble and started just being absolutely racist. Turned the filter from 0 to 1,000. During this whole thing, Abba and Preacher was like, dang, that's wild. I don't know why y'all did this, but you guys just, you know, you're probably going to get kicked out of YouTube. Well, several weeks later, and it turns out that, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
It sucks, guys. It really does suck. You know, fortunately, we made some moves, etc. You know, and we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to. It
comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it will be here forever.
Yeah. And you know, Fresh always said this, you know, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought it was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
Right now, they're just prefixing everything with saying like, oh, we loved being on YouTube, but it looks like what we talked about kind of doesn't really fit on this platform. We were kind of trying to let you guys know it wouldn't work out. Okay. I'm pretty sure he could have gotten away with the misogyny. Which is sad in itself, but I think it all had to do with when he put on the mask and they started acting like apes on freaking live freaking streaming. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what caused it.
We made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program.
Damn.
Just keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Dang, that's absolutely freaking huge. To be kicked off the YouTube partner program means no more freaking revenue, okay? No income from ads, none of your videos are going to be monetized, no super chats. The most money that these guys make usually is when they stream, and when they stream, people come in and give them $5 for a super chat so that their message can be highlighted. They can still upload videos to their channel, but they will not be getting paid for anything at all, which to me sounds like GG.
We're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and, you know, work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
Bro, how do you not know? Just a few clips of you online saying some of the worst things I've ever heard. Like, right? Like, that's enough. That I don't know why we're no longer allowed to be on the YouTube partner program. Like, bro, I'm sure we can all surmise. But I mean, I guess if they want to still play stupid, that's fine. There still might be a chance they get their channel back. Who knows? We're talking about YouTube here, okay? So YouTube does some weird stuff all the time. They might give them their monetization back. For them to act like they don't know what they did is just kind of stupid because they went ham, all right? Very ham when it came to all those racist comments and remarks. I can't show you any of the clips because the last time I did, my video got demonetized and I got for something that they did that I showed you. So that's how bad it is for them.
We're talking about certain points and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial. Some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and
this is all fluff. That's all cap. They're not really addressing what exactly they did. Talking about things that are politically incorrect. People are doing it all the time. I know plenty of YouTube channels that are flourishing by being perfectly politically incorrect. All the spectrums exist on YouTube. So to cry and be like, oh, we got a little bit edgy when it came to opinions. No, dog, you were just an idiot. For some reason, you flew off the handle, you took the mask off by putting the mask on, and then YouTube was like, okay, well, we can't let this fly, so we got to get you out of here. Ejectocito Cuzzo off the platform, goodbye. And now they're crying about it and not even talking about the fact that you did it. I don't get it.
Whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down, and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be. Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech. Video, like, just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
Right? But, dude, there is a matrix, man.
So Fresh and Fit are not only getting kicked out of the YouTube partner program, but they're getting kicked out of their own venue as well. Oh my God. The freaking Matrix targeted me every single time without fail. It's the ultimate dodging of accountability. If you ever hear anybody talk about the Matrix, except for me, when it comes to Splatoon 3, it does exist. Okay. But outside of that, if you ever hear anyone talk about the Matrix, and you know they did some dirty stuff as well, okay? Just run. Matrix is real, but not for people who are actually committing actual stupid crimes and actions, okay? Like, you are not a target of the Matrix. You are a product of your own stupid, selfish action.
I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
What? Why would you say, like, yeah, making YouTube videos where I save men from themselves or women or something is better than saving children? Like, why is that it? Why is that a competition, dog? You should like them both, like, equally. I don't think you should. I don't think one or other needs to be platformed here, dog. Like, what kind of what are you talking about? Oh, he's getting choked up. Oh, he had to go. Dang.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro. Because we put our lives into this, you know.
I'm not going to lie, okay? One part of remorse here, okay, is that I always want people to eat, okay? Whether we have problems, whether we have beef or whatever, you know, when it comes to YouTube and the drama and stuff, at the end of the day, I don't want people's livelihoods to be messed up. I want people to continue to eat in their own way. They can have their own audience, have their own points of views, be in their own little circles and do their own things, okay? I would never rob a man of their food. That's just not my goal, okay? I'm not about that life. We can talk shit and have all the drama in the world, but I'm not about to take food off anyone's plate. That's just not what I'm about. At some point, though, you have to own up to your freaking mistakes, okay? It's easy. You know what? We shouldn't have did that stream. You know what? I shouldn't have did XYZ. You know what? That was a mistake. You know what? That was on me. I should not have done that. And now I have to figure out what to do next. I feel like that's very easy to say and very relatable because we all do things that, you know, we should have done. And if you own up to it, it just makes you more human. But to dodge it with the Matrix and to cry and blame other people and to project makes it very hard to kind of like have empathy for someone who does not want to look internally. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, that's the end of Fresh and Fit. We'll see if they can get out. Maybe they can get their YouTube partner program back. Maybe it's only temporary. Maybe there will be a return, or maybe they'll never come back and they'll have to exist on Rumble or Kick. I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know how you guys feel about this whole situation in the comments below. But guys, before we get further in today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Guys, have you ever been in a car accident? Because I have, and yeah, it sucks. Especially when you get hurt, because then you got to figure out who's going to pay for the medical bills, and it's not going to be me. But that's where Morgan & Morgan comes into place. Guys, contacting a personal injury attorney should be your first step in a car accident. It's literally a no-brainer because it costs you absolutely nothing unless you win, which means you have nothing to lose. And a firm like Morgan & Morgan can quickly see if you even have a case. There's no need for you to visit law offices and sit through long consultations. You can submit a claim and have an actual lawyer review your case with only 8 clicks, only using your phone. From there, you can upload documents, medical records, and you can text your attorney and your legal team throughout the duration of the case. TLDR, you just got into a car accident and your current and future health might be at stake. One simple call to Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, may be all you need to get the compensation that you deserve. If you're ever injured and in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. You can submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without even having to leave your couch. To start your claim, visit https://forthepeople.com/omni. And again, special thanks to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's video. And also in pretty huge news, we just talked about Seth Evergreen basically ending his channel like in 100 days. One of these big YouTubers that's doing it. Well, apparently JacksFilms, the legendary YIAY, yesterday I asked you, YIAY guy himself, said it's time. The final YIAY on JacksFilms is approaching what should be YIAY's tombstone. Pick below for inspiration in case you want to make one or shop it. Submit your answers. So we're coming to the end of an era of a legacy. The last of JacksFilms, yesterday I asked you, is absolutely wild. This has been going on for years. Now I don't even know how long it's been, but I guess everything comes to an end, man. I feel like there's a lot of change happening, right? This year, last year, like things are ending. We got the end of Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, like new beginnings and new endings. It's everything is just transferring, dog. So guys, we have some updates when it comes to Colleen Ballinger, the ukulele girl herself. That's right. After making one of the worst apology videos in the world, more information around her canceling about her and sending like freaking nudes to minors and group chats and everything has come out. I'm going to give you guys the quick TLDR of the situation when it comes to Colleen Ballinger if you have not been keeping up. For those of you guys who don't know, this is Swoop, aka Spanky Valentine. She runs a YouTube channel, and for the past couple of weeks, she's been doing 2, 3, 4 hour documentaries on the Colleen Ballinger situation in great detail. Now, I don't mean just talking about the news or talking about the tweets. She's actually been sitting down with some of the victims, sitting down with some of the perpetrators, figuring out the lies and the deceit that's been happening with this situation, and giving everybody a full-on Netflix documentary of everything that is going on and being a mediator in the process. She's absolutely brilliant, and I highly suggest you guys to go follow her and watch her videos if you're more curious about the details of Colleen Ballinger. As you can see, her past 3 videos have been talking about Colleen Ballinger, the last one being the devil and Colleen Ballinger's shadow. He lied to everyone. So it's literally impossible for me to sit here and watch a 4-hour video with you guys and give you guys the details of it, but I have gotten the TLDR thanks to my guy Xander, okay, somebody who's also been covering the situation as well, and he's helped me to get a full summary of all the events. But I still highly suggest that you guys watch this video. I will be doing a deep dive on this video sometime this week. I already got Swoop's permission. I reached out and talked to her. We'll watch the whole thing if you guys kind of want to cover it together, like on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni. But the TLDR, in case you just don't know what's been happening ever since we got the ukulele video about the toxic gossip train. There are only 5 people right now that you really need to know. There's Swoop, who is the mediator, the person who's been looking into all of the information and providing all of the documentation for you guys. There's a guy by the name of Adam. We've talked to him before. He's one of the former victims of Colleen, who used to be in the group chats where there was a bunch of minors, and he's been talking about the situation for a while as well. There's Trisha Paytas, who was an ex-member of H3H3 podcast Frenemies. She is also in this situation because we found out that Colleen Ballinger was sharing her nudes with minors. One of those minors being a 4th party that we're talking about, Johnny. Johnny is a bit of a new face in the situation. He was one of the victims in the past who talked about his experience with Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband, Joshua. Those are the 5 people you need to know. Those are the cast members. In Swoop's video, she talked extensively with Johnny. Johnny apparently lying and gaslighting her with receipts that were actually made up in order to make Colleen Ballinger's ex, Joshua, look terrible. In fact, he actually took stories from real-life victims, including Adam, and then made it his own in order to paint himself as a fake victim, which it appears to have been just a huge facade for him to, get a bunch of clout. I told you guys, clout is a hell of a drug. From there, Joshua, aka Colleen's ex, is then absolved from all of the claims. Right now, he is on Twitter talking about how he is kind of scared because even though he has been absolved and cleared of everything from this fake claim from Johnny, he still feels like there's like a target on his back and he's one of the victims in this scenario. From there, Trisha then makes a second video where she talks more extensively about Adam and Joshua and Colleen and her situation and her involvement as well, kind of giving more context to the situation. The most important thing that you really need to know is that Trisha stands by Adam, one of the victims of the situation, and that has not changed. And last but not least, we still have not heard anything from Colleen Ballinger after the ukulele video. All we know is that she has admitted to Trisha Paytas for doing an actual federal crime, which is sending naked photos of Trisha Trisha to a group of minors in her group chat. She has admitted it to Trisha Paytas, so there has been nothing that has come from it, but apparently that is, officially a thing. And that's the TLDR of the TLDR. If you guys want more context and more information about everything that transpired, okay, definitely go over to Swoop's channel and watch her videos. You can go over to Adam's channel and watch his response as well. And you can go over to Trisha Paytas' channel as well and watch hers. I'll have all 3 of those videos in the comments below in case you guys want to watch it. And I'll be doing a deep dive on all of that sometime this week if you want to watch it with me. As for my opinion, yeah, man, it's kind of wild to see people taking advantage of the situation. Like Colleen Ballinger probably feeling a little bit better now that someone's getting outed for lying about the situation. Now people are going to be skeptical about, fake victims. It's always these people who are messing it up for everyone, who are just trying to get their own clout and attention and money. It's terrible out on these streets. This doesn't absolve Colleen whatsoever, but it does show that there are some bad faith actors in play who will, continue to try to take advantage of a situation with real life victims. And the victims are the ones that we need to be paying the most attention to and taking care of. Painting yourself as a victim is absolutely devious and terribly wrong. Special shout outs to Swoop for summarizing and bringing everything into one big old documentary about the whole thing with Colleen Ballinger. I'll let you guys know if Colleen Ballinger ever response, because after the ukulele video, which was absolutely terrible, one of the worst apologies on the internet, we still have not heard from her. And especially the whole part where Trisha is saying that she committed an actual felony. That's something that kind of needs to get addressed. I think there's been a lot of talk and enough evidence being pushed around to kind of be like, hey, you can't just walk away from this. Like, it happened on the internet and walk. This is something that quite literally needs to be talked about and addressed. But yeah, guys, let me know how you guys feel about the whole update and the situation below. So guys, I have some tragic news here. Boss Kip and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this. The passing of DeathCripps. Apparently he has died as of yesterday. JonTron, a lot of people in the whole comedy space, the commentator space, have been paying a tribute to this guy, DeathCripps, saying here, devastated to say that today we lost one of the funniest, kindest, and most genuine people to have ever graced the earth. He was a person of rare character and resilience who inspired everyone he met. It won't be the same here without you, Donnie. Rest in peace. I have seen this guy pop up on my Twitter timeline with some of the craziest, insane jokes I have ever heard. I do not know him personally. I've never interacted with him personally, but I have always seen that he is a bit of a comedian, pretty funny, and I love that he carried the legacy of really dark humor, the kind that kind of went away with political correctness, like what you would see back in the day 10, 20 years. He kept it. He kept it glowing, kept it growing brightly, and he was a super funny guy from the clips that I saw. Since then, a GoFundMe was created for Donnie, aka Donovan, aka DeathCripps. The goal was $8,000, but it already broke through it in 24 hours, or at $20,000. There's an update here when they're talking about him that reads, first of all, thank you all so much from the bottom of the hearts. The stress you guys have taken off our shoulders is huge, but we have passed our goal and it wouldn't be right to keep any of this money. All extra proceeds will be going to charity that I'll be announcing soon. It is with a heavy heart that we announce the passing of Donovan Castillo, aka Crip Daddy, aka Young Crip. Anyone that had the pleasure of meeting this man knows the joy and uplifting energy he carried. He touched the soul of every person he came across. As we remorse the loss of such a special soul, it's more important than ever to remember what Crip Daddy was all about. The joy and laughter can be found in any situation, regardless of how good or terrible. Very sad. So I just want to say rest in peace to Crip Daddy. Rest in peace to Donovan, man. And if you guys want to continue to support here, you can come to the goal here. Support on GoFund. It'll be going to charity purposes. But guys, not all hope is lost. Not everything is doom and gloom. Chef Back said Hank Green beating cancer. We talked about Hank Green a few months ago when he announced that he was diagnosed with cancer, but less than 15 hours ago he tweeted and said, had my first post-treatment follow-up with my oncologist today, and as of right now, I am officially in complete remission. The tweet has 1.4 million views, 90,000 likes, saying the chance of relapse is low, but still very present. I have a scan in 3 months to make sure everything's still good. Then we can keep a close eye on it for 2 years, and then a medium eye on it for the rest of my life. They don't call it a cure until 5 years from today. So a chance that, as always with stupid cancer, can always flare up, come back, but for now it seems to be contained, which is extremely important and extremely good news. For those of you guys who don't know, Hank is a member of the Vlog Brothers YouTube channel that has over 3.75 million subscribers. He had made a YouTube video months ago announcing and letting people know that, yeah, he had cancer and he was getting treatment for it, and talking about he made so many jokes about it. Since this video from 3 months ago, he's made videos titled "My Cancer press tier list. Chemo is weird, y'all. Understanding cancer survival rates, him cutting his hair, kind of just showing the whole journey of being a cancer patient and making videos on it, which is, man, to make videos and content when you are going through something as turmoil as this feels just kind of like it. It's when you realize that YouTube and content creation and talking to people is a whole part of the meaning of your life. And to see this journey and to see it go into a successful place, to see this guy get healthier, man, guys, I am so ecstatic and happy for the guy. So yeah, guys, that's Hank Green beating the hell out of cancer's ass. Obligatory fuck cancer. And yeah, man, I'm glad. Sometimes days don't always go well, but you know, sometimes they do. Keep your head up and just keep moving forward. So Wondering Yeehaw said, yo, it's the first day of college, just happened for a lot of people, including me. Can you give the people a pep talk? Oh, sure. If you're a viewer of mine and it's your first day of college, you're about to start college, good freaking luck. In my opinion, I think college is one of the last few years where people kind of create their last circle groups, okay? So whoever you meet in college, you will probably know them for the rest of your life if the connection, if the social link is strong enough. You got this, okay? Don't get too distracted by everything that's happening around you if you're on campus, okay? Understand the assignment, okay? Get your grades up, get your A's, okay? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your time or money going to college, getting terrible grades, and then you have nothing to show for it, okay? Don't forget to have fun, okay? Go out to parties and make mistakes and live your life and get your heart broken and whatever, okay? Just do whatever feels natural to you guys, but also keep your future intact. If you don't know exactly what you want to do with your life at this point in time, it's completely okay. I didn't. I went to college thinking I was going to be a computer science major, and then I hated it when I started studying it. Then I jumped around, and then there was a recession, then I became an accountant. It's okay if you don't know. Just try your best, and I promise, if you put in 100%, even if things don't feel too good, you'll come out okay. Protect your energy, okay? There's a lot of bad people out there in that space as well, okay? That come to college and want to ruin other people's lives because it makes them feel better, okay? Protect your freaking energy. And last but not least, don't worry. If you're getting too busy, you got too many exams and assignments and stuff, you don't know what's happening around the world, I'll keep you posted, okay? I'll let you guys know what's going on as much as possible. Good luck, brothers and sisters. Have fun and stay safe. And finally, we'll talk about this when it comes to cons, okay? Yes, that's right. Actually showing up to places IRL. If you guys don't know, Bear and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this because it's huge. It has to do with a bunch of cons all scheduling their conventions for next year, 2024, on the same freaking weekend. EVO, DreamCon, and Comic-Con all being the same weekend in 2024. Not sure if you covered it today, going to watch later. No, I haven't covered it yet, but a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this huge schedule conflict, okay? So you know about EVO. EVO is the world's biggest gaming tournament, okay? It just happened recently, a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's going to happen next year as well. There's also DreamCon. DreamCon, which is run by RDC World, okay? It's the one I talked about as well that had Koryax Kenshin and basically a whole bunch of famous black actors in the YouTube space and the Twitch space and the streamer space. They did DreamCon. And then there's Comic-Con. You guys know Comic-Con. That one's been there. The OG ones is a con about comics and nerds and stuff. To have all three of these on the same weekend is just a shame because all three of them are worth going individually. But apparently when it comes to DreamCon, it might not look so good. Said, oh yeah, DreamCon will be homeless in 2025 and beyond though. We got bad luck, y'all. If your city got room for some culture, let us know. There's a chance that DreamCon might not be able to exist in the same place. Article here is saying that $1.6 billion expansion of the Austin Convention Center set to begin in 2025, which means that it will be in construction, which means you can't have a con in a place where there's a bunch of heavy artillery in construction, which means DreamCon needs a new home. My suggestion is that you come to DC because that's where I live. It's not enough cons in DMV, okay? There's Otakon, and then there's sometimes stuff in Baltimore, but you know what? I feel like DMV, yeah, you know, that's a good spot. That's my hometown, okay? You bring DreamCon over here, I'll be there every year, every single time. And following the whole con thing, Drunken Mage said, man, are you coming to Dragon Con next week to bless Atlanta with your presence? And the answer to that is no. I'm staying inside where it's safe from these streets. I have no plans to go out anytime soon. I just kind of want to make content and relax and chill, kind of recover from something that occurred. And yeah, I don't really travel too much when it comes to cons, to be frank, to be completely honest. I don't know if it's the whole YouTube thing, I don't know if it was the whole pandemic thing or whatever, but when it comes to just going out and being around large groups of people, I haven't been about that life as much anymore. I've really been savoring either time by myself or time with like individuals, but time with like a bunch of people, you know, clubs, parties, super huge events, I feel like I get drained very easily. I still like amusement parks. Something about being in an amusement park and people watching in that area, that feels natural. But for other things where there's a gathering of a lot of people, and if there's anything where a lot of attention comes to me, I don't I don't know if I like it as much anymore, man. It makes me anxious sometimes. I'm not the type of person who loves to be center of attention. I like to be like on the side, kind of making sure everyone else's energy is good. Like that's the role I like to fit, the equalizer. But like if I am a person that's kind of being looked at, I get kind of nervous. I get kind of I don't know. It's something that's new that's developed. So I have no plans to go to any cons in the near future. But if I do go to anything, I will let you guys know so that we can show up and turn up and you guys can make me feel less anxious. Because I went to Otakon and it was really, really fun. For everyone who came up to me to talk to me and said hi and we took pictures and everything, I do not forget who you were, okay? So if you were one of the people who said hi, I haven't forgotten you, okay? So it means a lot to me. So yeah, anyway, that's all the cons. I'm rambling. I'll let you guys know if there's any change in the dates. Hopefully there will be, because that seems to be a huge conflict right now and I want all of those cons to succeed. All right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I know what you're thinking. Dang, Omni, 2 videos in a row, back to back to back. Is everything okay at home? It is. I told you, I want to make more content, so I'm going to attempt to do so. If you made it to the end and you're new to the channel, drop a like. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll keep you guys updated on the internet so you don't have to surf it, all right? Because, you know, it sucks. You know, doom scrolling all day. I'll do it for you. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Stay safe out in the streets because them streets ain't safe. And be good to one another. That's it. Peace.